Chelsea Football Club are interested in signing a 17-year-old Brazilian wonder kid who is known as Estevão Willian. Who is this player? Why are Chelsea interested in signing this player? What position does this player play on the pitch? Stay with me, don't leave me, because all these questions will be answered properly, and we are going to be talking about the reason why Chelsea needs to get this signing as soon as possible, which I will be giving you my own personal opinion, because I have actually watched this guy play and I know what I'm talking about, and I would love to know your own personal opinion about this signing which Chelsea are currently interested in. And as well as we are going to be talking about rumors and speculations that concerns two Chelsea players who will be returning back to Chelsea but will not stay in the club as they demand for a permanent transfer to another club. But before we dive into that, please, I would appreciate if you click that subscription button. Don't forget to share this video, and as well as drop your thoughts, your opinions and your corrections in the comment section, because I am number one Chelsea fan. Yes, without wasting any time, when Roman Abramovich had Chelsea, we the fans, we never bothered ourselves about any signing. Why? Because of the fact that we trusted the scouting department. They always delivered what was being needed for Chelsea. They always brought players who wanted to play for the batch. But ever since Todd Bowley and the rest took over this club, we have lost that trust when it comes to that scouting department. Why? Because we have seen them bringing players who are not willing to play for the batch. We have seen them bringing players who were injured before signing for the club, which is why us, the fans, we are now digging sources properly to confirm and see whether or not the players which Chelsea are going in for are the proper players that should be signing for the club, because we don't want risks. And again, we don't want to take any risks. And Estevao Willian is actually a player which I can tell you with full confidence that this guy is a promising future Ballon d'Or winner. I'm not capping here. When we watched Neymar Jr. at his 15, 16, 17 years old, we all could tell ourselves maybe Neymar was actually supposed to become a Ballon d'Or winner. But due to one reason and the other, he did not attain the level which he was supposed to attain. But looking at Estevao Willian, who is also known as Messino, and he plays as a right winger, and he plays for Palmares or more. This guy, the ball. In his current club, he has 7 goals, 3 assists in 18 appearances, which is something any other player can do. But the reason why I think this signing should be done as soon as possible is because, first of all, this guy is a right winger. Secondly, he has all the characteristics of a midfielder. He can play as a midfielder, and at the same time, he can adapt to any attacking position. He can play as a left winger. At the same time, he can play as a supporting striker. Nowadays in the world of football, to find a player who can play versatilely like that, to find a player who can play at any position on the pitch, most especially as an attacker, it's not that easy. To find a right winger who can play at the same time as a left winger, as a midfielder, and at the same time as a supporting striker, it's not that easy. But Estevao Willian actually has those characteristics, and as well as this guy has been balling at Brazil, and we all know what Brazilian talents are. Just look at when Chelsea missed out to sign Endrick and Real Madrid went in for him. We all can tell that Endrick is a future Ballon d'Or winner. Just look at the other signings from Brazil. Thiago Silva himself was a Brazilian with Chelsea, and now he is a legend from Chelsea. Not like I am coming out here to hype this guy. Not like I'm telling you the signing is the best signing that should ever be done in Chelsea. No. But looking at the clips which I have actually watched from Estevao Willian on YouTube, I believe there are a lot of potentials in this guy. And him signing with Chelsea will be a huge signing. But the big question here is, are Chelsea going to make this deal done? Is he what Chelsea currently needs? Well, according to Fabrizio Romano, it says Chelsea keeps working on Estevao Willian deal. Discussion taking place since October as the 2007 Brazilian talent remains high on Chelsea's list. Messino has 60 million release clause and no club has decided to trigger it yet. And just so you know, Estevao Willian is just 17 years old, and if Chelsea makes the deal done, he will not be part of Chelsea's squad until 2025, when he will turn 18 years old, just so you know. But that is not a problem. Look at Real Madrid, what they are doing. They sign talent and keep for maybe 2-3 years. Hendrik has been there for 2 or more years, if I'm not mistaken. But Madrid went in for him, and sooner or later, he will join the club before we even open our eyes, which is something Chelsea missed out on. And this deal, to me personally, I see it to be a really good deal. And if Chelsea can make it happen, I would be happy. Not like I am downgrading the wingers which we have in Chelsea. No, I'm not doing that. But this signing is something that needs to be done. We know Chelsea currently has a lot of under 25, and it's something which I'm not even a fan of. If we are talking about players that should be signing for Chelsea, I would not mention Chelsea going in for any player that is not above 26 years. But you see this one, I am trying to be exceptional because I believe there is a lot of talent in this guy. I know Chelsea actually needs not less than 25 years old, and that is something that Chelsea needs to do. We need to go into the transfer market, get players with experience, most especially a striker, maybe 1 or 2 defenders as Thiago Silva is leaving, and as well as maybe 1 or 2 wingers just to support the team. But Estevao Willian is actually a future promising player that should play with Chelsea. This is my own opinion. I think this is a good player. What are your opinion? Do you think Chelsea should go in for this guy or not? You can drop your opinions, your corrections, and your contribution on that in the comment section. Moving on, but still on the rumors and speculations, Armando Broja will return back to Chelsea at the end of the season, as reported by Fabrizio Romano, as his loan deal did not work out with Fulham. I haven't seen Broja playing with Fulham ever since this guy went for that loan deal. I haven't seen him, and it's not something which a player should be facing in his or her career. Every other player out there would like to ball. They want play, they want get playing time. But ever since Broja went on that loan deal with Fulham, this guy has been on the bench, and Fulham don't look interested in signing him, which is why he will be returning back to Chelsea at the end of this season. But Chelsea will not keep him. Chelsea themselves are looking for a way to sell Broja to raise money for financial fair play rule, since as they want to balance their book, they are looking for all means to sell Broja. But the good news about Armando Broja here is there are some Premier League clubs that are interested in signing him. It will only depend on the amount of money that Chelsea will place on his release clause. We all know Armando Broja doesn't worth 50 million pounds, and the last time I checked his release clause, it was 50 million pounds, which I see it to be impossible for any team out there to pay. No club would like to pay 50 million pounds or euros on a player who has gotten just few minutes of playing throughout the season. Even with Chelsea, we were not using him, and his loan deal with Fulham did not really work out for him. This guy hasn't gotten enough playing time for a Premier League club or for any club out there to go in and cash out 50 million euros on his transfer fee. It's impossible. Chelsea needs to face reality. I remember clearly when Broja was in a good form, he was worth 40 million euros. Chelsea kept him, and there were clubs who were interested in signing Broja, but Chelsea did not want to let him go. And now this guy has lost form. He hasn't gotten enough playing time. We are so delusional to the point where we are putting a release clause of 50 million euros. You know, when I look at this Chelsea people, when I look at Chelsea and then I look at my local self, I'm like, maybe I can do business better than these people who claim to be professional. You know, you have to be smart in business. You don't need to buy players and keep on losing. No, sell them when it's necessary. Sell them when they are in a good form so that you can cash in good money. But Chelsea know the hear word. Talking about the next player who is going to return back to Chelsea from a failed loan deal is Kepa. Ever since Kepa has been in Real Madrid, this guy has been on the bench. Take it or leave it. I'm telling you a fact. Looney, who was a third or fourth option goalkeeper, overtook Kepa during night. Like, Looney just came from nowhere and overtook Kepa during a slight injury that Kepa had. And when Kepa was still Real Madrid #1 goalkeeper, when Courtois had injury, each game that Real Madrid play, Kepa must concede a goal. I haven't watched Kepa keeping a clean sheet, and that is the reason why Real Madrid are sending him back to Chelsea. Kepa is a good goalkeeper. We all know that to be a fact. But at the moment, him not get that standard where Chelsea they find. We can't keep Kepa. we need to sell him as well. And we can't even keep Kepa because we have people like Petrovic, we have people like Robert Sanchez, and I hear Chelsea are still interested in signing a number one goalkeeper, which is still just rumors and speculation, and I'm going to update you guys properly if anything pops up about that particular position. But right now, Kepa will be returning back to Chelsea at the end of the season, as reported by Fabrizio Romano, and his future with Chelsea is yet to be decided. We don't know yet if Chelsea will sell or keep him, but according to rumors and speculations, Chelsea will sell him. Even us, the fans, we know this to be a fact. We can't keep Kepa. Him not get that standard now. We can't keep him. And Chelsea has a lot of available options which we can choose from. So right now, keeping Kepa for next season is not an option. You can let me know your opinions about what we have discussed so far. Do you think signing the under-17 Brazilian wonder kid who is known as Messino or Estevao Willian is actually the signing that Chelsea needs right now? Or should Chelsea go in for experienced players? Should Chelsea go in for a player who has actually arrived his professional level? You can as well let me know your opinion about Armando Broja and as well as Kepa. For now, these are the most important news which I said I should update you guys about Chelsea. So please don't forget to share this video, click that subscription button, click that follow button, and as well as drop your thoughts, your opinions, and your corrections in the comment section, because I am number one Chelsea fan.